Look at him, he's just going and enjoying.
That is really pretty, isn't it?
It's just so beautiful, and the people you meet here, you know, every language comes through here. People asking you to take your photographs, happy memories.
They smell like apples. Smell that one, it smells like apples.
It does smell like an apple.
If anybody comes to Oregon and misses this garden, they have missed Oregon. You look at this and you can't help but have your heart fill up.
It's very pretty.
Every year, Portland likes to put its best face on.
Wow.
This is really pretty. We're forever trademarked as the City of Roses.
It's early June, and every single rose plant in the Portland Rose Garden seems to have popped. That's 10,192 bushes, by the way. And there's one fellow who's been in charge of tending every last one of them for a quarter of a century, Harry Landers.
25 years. So I've seen the garden through a lot of things. Just about every rose in this garden I have planted.
He's quick to add he's had a lot of help. It's no accident that all these flowers bloom just in time for the annual Rose Festival. To do it, the Portland Rose Garden begins its makeover 6 months early.
Hi, Laurie.
Good morning.
Harry's army of volunteers show up when the garden looks bleakest.
He's just the most wonderful, fearless leader.
This will get stripped
I love being in service to this guy.
because I'm saving those for me.
Harry cannot trim 4.5 acres by himself.
Kimberly Bowen came in late autumn to cut down roses. This floribunda, named after Julia Child, is having her head chopped off.
Julia and all roses are desperate for a little abuse every season because to have flowers you must prune. You really can't hurt them. They are almost a weed. Ugh.
November's when they chop them back to save them from winter's winds.
These big roses just fall over in the wind. So this keeps them from collapsing on us. This is one time a year we can cut roses for ourselves. The only time we allow roses to leave the garden.
A couple of months later, the garden faces a bitter challenge. It's not snow that's the problem, it's a deep freeze. Many of the roses can handle 20 degrees, but colder than that, and the garden has trouble. In the meantime, February arrives.
We're really in danger of losing a lot of tree roses this year because of our hard winter. We had 12 degrees for 4 days here in the garden. I am worried. I'm very concerned.
Harry won't know for a couple of months if it's as bad as he fears. The makeover army chops the canes even lower.
And so when the volunteers start, they're almost afraid to make that first cut. You keep saying you can't kill it. It'll grow back. You can't make a mistake. It's just really amazing how they grow back.
If this seems awfully early for pruning roses, Harry agrees, but he admits he's in a hurry. He needs to nudge these plants along to give them a head start. Because, after all, the flowers have a schedule to keep. They need to bloom in time for the Rose Festival, and that's the first week of June. A couple of weeks later, they've got some holes to fill.
This is February 18th, and it's about 45 degrees out and pouring rain.
Every year, the garden gets new varieties of roses to try out.
We don't pack the soil, we just get them in the ground, and we'll come back, water them in, and then level the beds, and we're done. We don't do things by the book in the garden. We do it efficiently.
The fun part.
We're planting about 1,200 roses. We just don't have time to do all the little mediocre steps.
But Harry takes one important precaution. Every one of this year's 1,200 new rose bushes gets a bath first.
This bucket of water cost about $600. Out of the 1,200 roses we'll put in, we'll go through 3 buckets of this. So we really try to get our money's worth. I better never spill.
This is serious medicine.
It is a live virus that helps protect the roses from crown gall.
Crown gall can infect roses right when they're planted.
It gets so big that it chokes the plant. It looks like a big brain that grows on a rose.
Despite their best efforts, some bushes still get it. Keep in mind, the reason they plant so many new varieties each year is because this is more than just a public park. The official name is the Portland International Rose Test Garden.
We evaluate them on disease resistance,
Yeah, the foliage is pretty beat up.
how often they bloom, the shape of the bloom, the shape of the plant, just how healthy they are in general.
Portland provides free research for rose companies.
And in turn, we get free roses. The idea of this garden is you can come here, you can see a rose, and go and purchase it somewhere.
It all started more than a century ago. This whole mountainside slid in the 1890s, pretty much ruined plans for housing. So City Park was born, and in 1917, Jesse Curry contacted rose breeders in Europe. He offered to save their specimens from the ravages of World War I.
He convinced them to send their roses here, and he would have them safe, and he would evaluate them then to let them know how good they did over here.
An international garden was born.
It's hard not to be enthused when you see all this beauty.
One rather well-known rose lover wrote, "A rose by any other name would smell as sweet." Harry Landers has to take William Shakespeare's word for that.
Yeah, I can't smell a thing.
You see, the man who has dedicated his life to caring for Portland's rose garden can barely smell a thing.
I don't have a good sense of smell. Try smelling it, Vince, and see if you smell anything.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Oh, that's beautiful.
I smell nothing.
I'm so sorry.
Me too. Me too. I really miss a lot.
By early May, buds are slowly emerging. And the sad truth is unfolding about that hard freeze. More than 50 roses in the garden have died.
This one is actually dead, but it doesn't know it yet.
He can tell from the leaves it's not going to survive. The brown-colored pith inside its cane confirms it.
It really hurts to see it happen, but you gotta look at it positive. I have room for another new batch of roses.
Harry says if you can get past bad weather, generally, roses shouldn't intimidate any gardener.
People make too much work out of them. They're not that hard. Roses are very easy to grow.
They can live and thrive year after blooming year. The oldest one in this garden has blossomed for more than 7 decades.
This rose was actually planted by the Grand Duchess Charlotte Armstrong in 1943. People are often ask us, how long will a rose live? So here's this original plants.
Despite the freeze setback, spring weather, the roses, and Harry's guiding hand all conspired perfectly.
Well, I'd like to welcome everybody here to the 19th annual Portland's Best Rose Trials.
By Rose Festival, there doesn't seem to be an inch of the garden without color.
This is probably the most stunning it's been this time of year.
The judges who choose Portland's best rose have a field day.
The fragrance of these are just fantastic.
Wow, this is really pretty.
Look at the veins on that.
Today we're just judging on what looks pretty. I love this rose.
Look at that.
And now we are ready for Portland's Best Rose for 2014. And the name of the rose is Sparkle and Shine.
It's like a wedding bouquet.
Oh, yeah.
In his 25 years here, Harry has added nearly 7,000 more rose bushes. He'd like to squeeze in 300 more.
What a marvelous thing we have here. But then you look at something like those and all this. I mean, my gracious, how can you be more beautiful?